The floating Buddha, like the chilaxin pose, is the basis of all the swing practices. Everything leads from this pose. So this is a pose where the swing goes behind the heart, low, like below a bra strap, if you will, or sports bra. And then when we sit down, we hook. So we're going to review what we learned the first day about the sumo squat, and this engagement in the shoulders, really good, and relaxation in the hips. So we really deepen in our hip creases, so we can really drop, so the feet have to walk forward. And then it's not a 90-degree turn, it's like a 45-degree turn with the feet. Yeah, so that just helps us wiggle a little bit from side to side. So with the floating Buddha, we have the leg loops at the ankles. So we always keep our hook. It's a little bit of a review. We hug the swing, we reach with both hands, and now you can bring your left foot to center a little bit more, so the right foot can bend out to the side. Follow me. So we're going to do the right foot. I believe it's my right. Your right, my left. Yeah. So we're going to pull down strongly. Let the knee bend out so the foot comes up. And then we lift. So that transition allows us to get the core involved, to get the arms involved, and then that's a pose in itself. All right, so these are our one-legged stretches. We can do lots of things from here. We do those at the end. And now we're going to keep our arms hugging around the swing. We're going to float, right? So core engagement, arms pulling down, knee out to the side, and then we get the foot in there. Oh, the winds of change have come. So Bob, yours is about to take a little hike there. I'll get it.
Complete inside.
Can put some weight on it. There you go.
Thanks, Gary.
All right, guys. So in our floating Buddha, we're just going to do the windshield wipers. It's similar to our swagger. It's okay, take your time. Yeah, go ahead and see if you can walk yourself through it step by step like we did before. We'll wait for you. So in this pose, you're going to have to synchronize swim over there. So you can pull the legs together mid-air and just do little ones too. So at the ankles, yeah, there you go. So notice if you were sitting straight down, you wouldn't have so much swagger, but go ahead and walk your foot forward so the feet are always towards the front of the mat. Yeah, there you go. And now you should be okay. Going side to side. Awesome. Okay, we're going to stay upright in this position, but go ahead and use the forearm press. When you use the forearm press, you can lift the chest, but keep the hips heavy. Yeah, so we stay locked in with the upper body, and then the lower body is free to roam. So just see if you can push one foot down, and then the other foot down. Yeah. So we bank from side to side. Okay. Now you guys fit perfectly together, but just be aware if you tilt your head back, there's going to be feet there. So we want to avoid. You're like, yes, ma'am. I know.
That's great.
But everybody's being careful of one another. That's why we put you in the center of a deer since you have the smallest legs. Yeah.
So this is the floating Buddha?
This is floating Buddha. Floating Buddha is this pose. This is called windshield wipers, when we let the legs sway from side to side. Now have a little bit of fun with it. So the more that you let yourself have some spin, the more stretch you get through the side body.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. She's like, oh no.
You're synchronized so well. Look,
You're totally perfect synchronized. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it does work. We can actually do this. Can you feel how you can kind of steer it and control it a little bit? It's awesome. Really good, guys. All right. Whee! All right, come back through center. All right, we're going to start out nice and easy. So we're going to do our half vinyasa flow, similar to what we did before. So we inhale our arms to a T, wide straddle T. Okay, so instead of the exhale, remember our exhale was the floating child.
Yeah.
We're going to skip that one. Our legs are tied up. So we're going to just go right into star. So we inhale and turn the chest towards the sky, palms turn up, and then the hips stay heavy. You guys really got that nice tractioning through the belly happening. And if you ever need support for the neck, go ahead and do chilaxin arms. Chilaxin arms is with the elbows bent out wide and the hands clasped underneath the atlas. Beautiful. Now from here, let's go ahead and squeeze the legs together. Okay. Release the hands, squeeze the hands together into prayer. Okay, you guys good back there? Push the hips up. You're going to hook with the forearms, reverse namaste. So with the leg loops at the ankles, when we press the hips up, it's a much stronger pose. You guys feel that? It's a little bit easier when it's at the knees. So this is a little bit more advanced. That's why we skipped to number 4. Now we're going to sit down. Exhale, sitting. Inhale, just open up the arms again. Take a breath here. Okay. So inhaling. Exhale, lean back for star. Inhaling, expand the arms, expand the legs. Exhale, go ahead and squeeze together. Straight arms, straight legs, then bend the elbows and come to prayer. Reverse namaste, press the hips up, lean back. Exhale, go ahead and sink down and open up to the T. Beautiful, guys. Doesn't that feel amazing? So this would be like a vinyasa flow. We can do that like 3 to 5 times in a classroom setting just to warm up the spine. We could also do it in chillaxin at the knees if we wanted to do a little bit easier. Can you feel this as a bigger stretch? Okay, good. Let's get into some of the leg stretches here. So we're going to bend the right knee in, reach around and grab for the leg loop. Now, my leg loops are a little higher because I brought them up for the clearance pose that I was playing with. So I'm going to go ahead and bring mine down. Now, you guys look pretty good, but if you wanted to make it easier, you can bring the leg loops down one. If you want to make it more challenging, you bring them up. I say make it easy on yourself today, and then as you feel more comfortable. And it's okay either way. It's a personal taste, right? And sometimes I like them a little higher, sometimes I like them a little lower, so different days. But since I'm being really gentle with this knee, I'm going to go ahead and just pull this into my chest gently. I can have the right hand pulling the knee up and the left hand pulling the foot, or both hands on the leg loop is totally fine. Whatever feels good for today, but drop the hips. So notice if you push the hips up and then drop the hips down, you can usually drop down a little further. So if you're not sure, push the hips up and then drop them again. Yeah, and that helps to square the hips. Really good. So floating pigeon. It's a nice way to, I usually rock the baby like you do when you're on the ground. Okay. It's a nice way to open up the hip joint as well. And then the other variation that you can do is take the right hand and actually spin the knee down towards the ground, but still pull the foot in to get deeper into the iliac crest. Now when I push the knee down, my left hip might come up a little bit, and that's okay, because that's all starting to rotate together. So the more you push the knee down, the deeper the stretch along the back of the hip. Let's see if you can enjoy that sensation. Okay, we're going to slowly release, straighten that leg out. Let's come into second side. If you ever need a break with the arms, come into a version of star to release that pressure. So grab for the leg loops, pull it in. You can switch to the foot and the knee. So gluteus maximus is what we're getting into, an outer IT band when we pull the knee in. Keep the foot in towards the chest, or just spiral. It's a spin the knee down. That's really good. Yeah. So I help the knee towards the ground. Just hang out there. Can you feel how that shifted to like the piriformis and iliac crest? This was like an impossible part of the body to stretch. It's amazing. So I hang out here quite a bit in my own practice and just let the stretch happen. Yep, the head can always just find a little resting spot. I know, isn't that great? Yeah. Awesome. So we're still getting a maximum benefit in getting the work, and we're still enjoying the practice by relaxing into it.
Yeah, even my quadratus lumboris here.
Exactly.
Nice.
That whole section that gets really sticky. I love it. So I used to call this the money pose, but most people don't get my sense of humor, so they're like, I don't understand why. Why is it the money pose? That pose is money. It's like that, it's an expression. Like the best pose ever. So let's come back. So neutralize the spine. Let's wash it out. So go ahead and inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, drop into star a little bit deeper. Do the jazz hands here. Flex your fingers back and shake it out. Feels really good. And let's go ahead and bend both knees in. Okay, reach around, grab the leg loops, dive in. So let's have this be our Baddha Konasana or swing Baddha, our variation from our floating child's pose. Wiggle the hips a little from side to side to loosen it up. And then go ahead, you're going to sprout, right? So go ahead and expand the arms and legs one more time into star. Really nice. Nice big stretch through the nerves of the hands when you flex the fingers back. It should feel really good. Beautiful, guys. You guys look amazing. Let's bend the right knee in, come through center. Floating pigeon one more time. So this time, we're going to go a little bit deeper. So both hands grab the leg loop. Right hand is going to transition to the knee. We're going to lift the left hip so much that the bottom of the foot can find the inner thigh. So bring your hand up a little bit higher. Left hand just slides up. Yeah. Yeah. And then we're in a side tree. Yeah. Usually above the boob is a little bit better than below, but whatever. Yeah. Just kind of you go. You have to find that one spot that's decent. It's doable. So yeah. So side tree or flying ninja when you really extend and feel like you're flying. It's the ninja. Otherwise, we can be pretty relaxed into the side tree. Push your hips towards me and push the knee down towards the ground. That's the full pose. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay, slowly come out of it. Neutralize the spine. Start to unfurl. Come through. Wide straddle T. Bend the left knee. Take it step by step until we really get it. So we first get the hip open. And then we're going to allow the right hip to rise. The bottom of the foot will find the inner thigh. The right hand slides up a little bit higher. Left arm can let go. So keep your arm wrapped around and find the leg loop instead of the swing. Keep your arm wrapped around. Go back around the swing. Yeah. And yeah, there you go. Perfect. It's easy to lose that anchor. We're not going to go far, but we always, because if we wanted to do a flip or something and we lost our hook, then we'd be like, whoops. So we just get into the habits. We master the basics, and then from there we build the more advanced on top of it. So we keep pushing the hips towards me, and the knee points down towards the ground, and you get this big stretch. Awesome, guys. Beautiful. Come back through center. So we're going to just allow ourselves to come into chilaxin. Chilaxin arms. Open up the legs wide. Just hang out here for a breath. You can wiggle a little bit from side to side. Just be mindful of the feet and the head and all those things that are working together. All the body parts. Good, guys. Okay.